Hello, welcome to my first vlog of not being a student. And welcome to most likely the Eurovision vlog. I don't think I'll be talking about all things Eurovision because I will be making a separate video, as I always do, sorry about the noise, about my expectations and how I felt about things, etc. I'm gonna close the window, but I'll definitely vlog some of it. So I came on here, why did I come on here? I wanted to talk about this jumper. I've not worn this jumper in probably over a year. And I remember at the time of buying it, which was probably 2017, 2018, I think, I wasn't sure about it. I loved the shape, I loved the stripes, I'm a big stripy gal, but I just wasn't sure about this. And actually this has got even longer than it was before and it is really annoying me now. But I remember just feeling it's a weird design to have drawstrings. I don't know, it just felt, I didn't like it. But it's always been my go-to sort of summer jumper as soon as the weather gets a bit warmer because it's lighter than all my hoodies. But I think from Australia, I brought back the turquoise one that I've been wearing quite a bit. And that one's always been my Australian go-to summer jumper. And so I've been wearing that a lot more than this one. But I spilt coffee down it. I think I mentioned this in the most recent vlog actually. So it went in the wash and I was gonna wear my big London jumper today, but it was so sunny when I woke up. And so I could tell it was gonna be warm. So I thought, we'll go for a lighter one. And actually this works really well, I think, with the dress I'm wearing. And in fact, I'm gonna take it off because I'm very warm. But I left the house today. We finally reached the point. I left the house with my jumper and my coat wrapped around my waist rather than on me. And I was perfectly fine. So it's getting warmer, guys. It's getting warmer. I don't really feel I've got much else to say. I just really wanted, but I do like this jumper. I just don't like the drawstrings, but I do really like it otherwise. What I didn't mention in the most recent vlog, because I finished the vlog before it happened, is that late last night my mum called me just to say, you know, congratulations and well done for finishing. And it was really nice because it was quite anticlimactic when I handed everything in. I just had a reason and that was it. And there was no big hurrah. And, you know, I don't expect there to be. And there wasn't when I finished my actual school, you know, however many years ago, because I was the very first to finish my exams. So there was always a big thing there was one exam that was kind of the biggest one where most people finished. And I finished about 2 weeks before that. So I was the first one in my year to finish and I was totally on my own. The exam I was doing was me and one other person and I was in a different room because I was typing. It was a whole thing. So it was, yeah, that was also very anticlimactic. So I've never had this big like, oh, you finished. So it was nice for my mum to call me and just say, hey, I appreciate the fact that, you know, you're on your own, but well done. Anyway, I think that's everything for now. I've just got home from work. It was a very chill day at work. Actually, it was probably the busiest day we've had so far. It was very busy in the morning, but we just kept on top of it and it was still easy enough. But now I've got a few hours. I'm gonna help my grandma with a couple of things. I'm helping a friend with a couple of things. And then I also want to eat because then at 8 o'clock Eurovision starts and that is all that we care about. That's all I want to share for now. I'll see you all later. Although, actually, also one other thing. Sorry, I keep talking. But hey, it's my channel. I just saw, literally about half an hour ago, the cast announced for Heathers, and I'm really happy for them. Obviously, I saw the cast for Heathers and for The Baker's Wife, and I'm really happy for them. But equally in my head, I'm like, oh, I just want to audition. I really want to be in Heathers. Like, that is a dream show of mine to be in, and every time it comes up, everywhere it comes up, I say, please let me be in this. Let me at least audition. And each time I don't get to audition. And it's gonna happen, it has to happen. But it does feel like a little bit of a slap in the face when the cast then gets announced and you're like, thanks guys. But it's gonna happen. But it also just makes me feel like, I wanna be in a show so bad. And actually I've had that feeling. There's been a few shows recently that have come up, either with their cast lists or just lots of advertisements for it or whatever. And I'm like, I so badly want to be in that. And I don't know how to get there. But I'm gonna get there, I am. Anyway, that's everything I wanted to share now. I'll see you later. Hello, I've been on BBC for about half an hour, I would say, maybe 45 minutes. I've got my notebook already, but it's 8:01 and it's still showing us things about ABBA. Don't get me wrong, I love ABBA and I've enjoyed watching this so far, but I'm fairly certain Eurovision starts at 8. So I'm on the official Eurovision channel, but I don't know. Have I found it?
And tonight you can vote. This evening's Opener Stars.
I think I found it. Okay, that semi-final one done. It's Oh, it's 20 to 11, so it's, reasonable. To be fair, it finished probably about 10, 20 minutes ago, but I was speaking to my family. Oh, hold on. I get these really horrible cramps in my leg that I've had since I was a child, and my mum reckons it's because of a lack of magnesium, but I think it's also something that runs in the family, so good fun. It's always my left leg though, and it used to always happen while I was swimming and nowhere else. It was just when I was swimming, and then as I got older, it just started happening more and more, although it's often when I'm lying in bed, which is annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, I was speaking to my parents, and that's another thing I love about Eurovision, is just the way it brings my family. I mean, my family's very close anyway, but it's just another thing that brings our family together. And I actually wasn't speaking to my parents, I was speaking to my father and my sister, who are the two bigger Eurovision fans of the family. Although they didn't get up to watch the semi-final. I usually do. And even when I was in Australia, I would always get up for the semi-finals, but it's okay, I forgive them. But they did get up for the results of the first semi-final. And I'm not going to speak about it too much, because I'm going to make a whole separate video, as I always do. But overall, I just love Eurovision. I love Eurovision, and I love Twitter during Eurovision, because it's hilarious. But I've had a really good night. I've really enjoyed it. There were some songs that, were okay. There were some songs that were brilliant. There were some songs that were mad. And it's all part of Eurovision. And it's all such fun. I'm very warm. And I think it's because I'm wearing this. So I think I'm going to take this off. But the window is open. And I don't know. I think it's just the excitement and everything. I don't know. Also, I meant to say this earlier in the earlier vlog. My hair is it's nice. It's fine. It's neat-ish. But it's so frizzy at the moment. The curls are there. The curls, it's definitely curly, but it's so frizzy. Although I've just remembered it was raining and I was walking in the rain yesterday. So that's probably what's caused that. It feels really strange to me that I have tomorrow off. It feels really strange to me. I think it's because I had a day off yesterday and I feel like I don't deserve another one, and I don't really want another one. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my time off and I've got plenty to do, plenty. But I also like working and earning money and getting paid. So, I don't know. That's a sad sounding dog. Anyway, that's all for now. Seeing as tomorrow's my day off, I probably will be vlogging tomorrow. So I will see you then. Or else on Thursday, when it's Eurovision again. Bye! Hello! Happy Wednesday and happy day off to me. It is by now 4 o'clock, maybe even 5 o'clock, I don't know. But here is the list I made this morning, or maybe last night, I think it was late last night. I made a list of things I wanted to try and get done on my one proper day off this week, because the only other day off I have is Shabbat, so that's not a full day off. Edit my second Spanish vlog. Edit my March favourites, because it is the 7th or 8th of May, and I need to get that up very soon. Film my April favourites. Film my Eurovision semi-final 1 thoughts video. Call someone important who... whatever. Do some back yoga or stretches or movement, because my back has been very unhappy recently, and I know exactly why. It's because I haven't moved very much, and both my jobs now entail just sitting down all day, so that makes sense. Do some work for my aunt, because I was given some more yesterday, and sing with a massive question mark next to it, because that's very much dependent on if my grandma leaves or not. Here are the 3 things I've done today. I have edited the Spanish vlog. I have edited the March vlog, or March favourites video, sorry, although I haven't looked back at it yet, it's saving now. And I have called that very important company that I needed to call. And I've made myself a tea in my beautiful Spanish mug, which actually matches my jumper, and I'm very happy about it, but it's very hot, so I'm going to put it back down. I'm going to be honest, I'm very, very glad I edited those 2 videos, because they were a priority. They are the ones that are most soon due out of everything on this list. And I'm glad I called the people, because now I've booked an appointment to call them again on Monday about something else, or about the same thing but more in depth. So I feel like I've got my priorities right, and I'm not stressed about the rest of this. But I got a call about 2 hours ago from my agent telling me that I have an audition, not next week, but in about 10 days. And she explained what I needed to prepare for it, which is fine. And there's 2 songs that I know I need to prepare, and then there's a third something that I need to prepare, and that third something is the thing I'm really worried about, because the third something is something they've given me, rather than the other 2 are songs I get to pick. So I took a couple of minutes to write down some thoughts for the 2 songs, and I suddenly had the perfect 2, and I'm so happy about that, because I was really nervous, but then it just suddenly came to me, so that's great. But I am very nervous, and I'm gonna have to spend most of my time focusing on that third element. But I've got 10 days. But, as I think I mentioned, or maybe I haven't yet, my grandma's out now. She literally left the house while I was making tea. And she's going to be out for the next, I think, hour 15 maybe even an hour and a half if I'm lucky. So I am going to sing. And originally, I have gone through lots of different thoughts in my head, I've just got one head, about what I want to sing. I really want to do some more Suzuko covers on my channel. I just really want to. I say more because I filmed one, but you wouldn't have seen that yet, I don't think. And then this morning, I realised, again, this is not the first time I've realised this, but I really want to do K3 covers, which is the Dutch kids band that I used to love and have fallen back in love with. I would love to be a part of one day, but it's not going to happen. So the best I can do is sing on my channel. And then now I want to sing my songs that I'm going to sing for the audition. I'm going to leave that third element because I can't just sing it. I'm going to have to actually really focus on it. But for the rest, I'm just going to sing. So, to no one's surprise, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I don't know what to do because when I film song covers for my video, for my channel, I like to, look somewhat nice, not as slouchy as this. But I am in incredibly slouchy clothes today and I really can't be bothered changing. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe do something with my hair and put in earrings or something just to make it look a little bit more decent and like I've made an effort. But let's go to the bathroom, yay! Mama sa, mama sa, mama sakamumba. Mama sa, mama sa, mama sakamumba. Zing je mee allemaal in een keigekke taal. Mama sa, mama sa, mama sakamu, sakamumba sa. Mama sa, mama sakamumba. It's exhausting. Wow, I'm very warm. Ja, 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 ja. Iedereen begint te zingen, we gooien alle wapens in de strijd. Ik zie mijn broertje met zijn rammelaar, mijn zusje op de basgitaar, mijn liefje en hij trommelt maar. En ik heb mijn toeter klaar en de bas gaat boem ba bada boem. En de trompet ret tet ketet en de bas gaat boemie boem 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 boem. En de trompet ret tet ketet, ik heb mijn feestneus opgezet. Boem bada boem, ret tet ketet. Dance break! It's really warm. I'm gonna go back. Oh, it's too warm. Hello. I've not sung in a while, and I have also not done like gymnastics or anything with stamina in a while, and I could tell today. The actual singing was fine, I was just really out of breath because I was dancing along. But not just that, I was in the bathroom, and my bathroom, luckily, obviously that's a lovely thing, but it gets quite warm. And I was sweltering to the point where I was like, I cannot stay in here. I need to leave. So I've come back to my room. I sung one song, like a 1-minute song, and that was it. And I feel bad because I feel like I can sing more. And I did sing 2 or 3 K3 songs and it was mostly going well. Again, the breath was really getting to me. And obviously I don't know some of the songs I was singing as well, but I just feel like it's too early to stop. Once I start, I'm like, oh, I want to keep going. But equally, I am so warm. Drinking tea probably isn't helping, but I don't know. I do feel I've done a good job with trying to make myself look somewhat more presentable, but also I can just see my camera's dying a little bit, so maybe we just leave it for today. It just seems like such a shame. Makes me sad. But I need to open my window, and I definitely don't want to sing with my window open. I don't need all the lovely people on the street to hear me struggle. I'm glad though. Do you know what? The K3 songs went better than I was expecting, because the last time I tried to sing them full out was probably about 15 years ago, maybe 10, I don't know, somewhere in between. I have been feeling a lot of emotions about K3 recently. Like, I went through the phase, I think it was last year when I was in Holland, when I just suddenly watched all the K3's, like all the replacements. And since then, it's just really been on my mind as like something that I feel I've missed out on. Like that would have been a dream for me, just to even be on the show, let alone, be K3. I keep thinking I wish they did like a British version, but they did try it and it was a flop. So I don't really want to be a part of a flop. But equally, I'd be happy enough just to do it, even if it's a flop. I just think it's such fun. But I feel like my emotions are very twofold, because on the one hand, I'm sad about missing out, but on the other hand, it's just making me so sentimental and nostalgic for the past. Like, I've spoken about this on my channel many times, but I am very stuck in the past as a person. Like, I find it very hard to let go, and I always want to go back. Like, even though I am happy where I am in life now, I'm very happy, but I just wish I had like a teleport time travel machine, whatever it's called, and that I could just go and visit my younger self. And not just visit, I want to just have a chance to sort of nip in and out of different ages, just to feel those feelings again. And I know that my sense of childhood is incredibly warped. I'm very aware of that. But equally, it's all just very weird, because in case you're new here, hello, welcome to Existential Raquel, here we are. I moved from Holland, and oh, my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna have to make this quick. Basically, I had my childhood in Holland and then sort of more my teenage years in Australia. And so I always feel that big divide, and I don't know, I feel like I let go of Holland with my childhood, and there's a lot there to unpack. I should probably see a therapist about it, but anyway, I need to charge my camera, so goodbye. I will see you hopefully when I'm a little bit less existentially as a human, I don't know, bye. Hello. I realised there was another thing I wanted to get done today that I haven't yet, but I might still, and that's put away my laundry, which has been on that bed for about 3 days. And I really need to, even if I just do like, what's it called, downward dog or something, I just need to do something for my back. But I am very excited because my grandma just revealed to me that she sometimes gets gifts from friends that she doesn't know what to do with. And those gifts are candles. So I've picked one, I smelled them all. None of them were amazing to me, in my opinion. They weren't smells that I would choose, but I'm gonna take a candle. So I really I chose this one for the smell, although I was choosing between this one and another. But look at how cute this box is. Can you read that? So sweet. And then inside the box is this, which is also super cute. And I've just realised, am I gonna be able to? Yes, I am, because I was struggling before. So I'm gonna light that and just, it's got a lemon thyme smell, apparently. I can smell the lemon, not sure about the thyme, but I thought that would be a nice fresh something or other. Hello. It is, I think, around 10:30 now, and I've put away my laundry, I've done some back stretches, and to be honest, I came out of the back stretches not really feeling any better, almost feeling worse, and I think it's because my back is just so out of action that it didn't like what I did. But that's not going to stop me from doing it more. I also put on Oh, the Things You Can Think. Was I talking about it on here earlier? No, I was editing the video where I mentioned it. And I was like, I just need to see if I do still know the choreography. And I reckon I knew most of it. I need to go back and watch the video, I guess, now and see how much of it I was right about. But I had a pretty good sense, although I'm pretty sure we did the junior version and the song that was playing was not the junior version, so there were bits that were a bit different. Not much, but small bits. There was one bit I was waiting for that didn't come up, which is the bit where it goes dun 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 dun. Oh, think of nobody here, and the feeling of fear, and the darkness of night. Ooh. Anyway, I don't really know what I'm gonna do now. I kind of don't want to go to bed too late, but I always end up sort of staying up till midnight, which is silly. Maybe I'll watch a video, maybe I'll edit something. I don't know, do I have something to edit? Yeah, I filmed my April favourites today. I filmed my April favourites and I started filming my Eurovision semi-final one, and then my camera died, so I had to stop that. But all in all, I've ticked almost everything off my list. I've just not done the work for my aunt, and obviously I need to finish filming the Eurovision video, but I'll try and do that when I get in from work tomorrow if I've got a chance. But I'm pretty proud of myself, if I do say so myself. And I'm loving the scent of lemon in the room. It's very strong, it's actually working. Sometimes these candles don't work until you either walk out of the room and come back in or blow it out. But I'm getting a nice strong sense. The only problem is I don't really want to open my window because right now it's by the window and I don't want, you know, wind. So we'll see what happens with that. But I want to let it burn a little bit longer because it hasn't got the edge yet. And I always make that mistake. I'm always too impatient. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. And I will probably see you all tomorrow for Eurovision semi-final round 2. Hello. Yay. Today has been a glorious day. Almost too warm even. I feel like, I mean, to be fair, it has been somewhat gradual, but equally there's been so much rain. There was so much rain in April, and then all of a sudden now I'm, you know, not even wearing a jumper, let alone a coat. and I'm regretting bringing them. I decided to wear a necklace today, which I don't often do, but I picked it out last night because this does have quite a low-ish neckline, and I just thought I want something to fill the space. And also, some people might argue that this dress is a little bit more casual, and I feel like jewellery just makes it less so. My hair has been driving me mad. I need to wash it, and well, even like washing isn't even that bad, but I need to cut it. It's so dead. It is so dead. And I popped in these earrings. I was gonna put in my blue bird earrings, but they were just a bit much for the rest of the outfit. I think it would be fine if my hair was down, but because I had to have it up because of the mess it is, we just, you know, we had to deal with it. I don't really feel I've got anything of significance to report. I've had a really lovely day. It's been very chill at work, and it's beautiful weather, and I'm warm. I wore my boots. I feel like we might be getting to the stage now where I can no longer wear my boots, which is sad because I love my boots. But equally, there are so many shoes I own that are more summery, still not, you know, not sandals, but just trainers and whatnot, that I haven't worn in a very, very, very long time, like before the ship last year, and then it was winter, so probably like a year and a half. Maybe Australia last year, maybe a year, but still. I am excited to be wearing those again at some point soon. That's all for now. I'm gonna try, if I can, to film my Eurovision semi-final part 1 video before Eurovision starts tonight. But I need to do something about my hair. I don't like my hair being like this. And I will see you all later. Goodbye. Hello. Whatever. The second semi-final starting quite soon. I'm gonna, I think, get into pajamas. I think I want to get cozy and comfortable, take my jewellery off, everything, and maybe get my clothes ready for tomorrow as well, because I'm working again a full day tomorrow, which is fine. But anyway, I was able to finally finish filming the Eurovision semi-final 1 video, which took a long time, just because I kept having to stop and start again. But I'm gonna be honest, I am very nervous about this semi-final. Number 1, because Holland's competing and I want Holland to go through. I'm pretty sure Belgium's competing as well, and I want Belgium to go through. And Israel's competing, and I'm nervous about that. And I have really, since the week of the 7th of October, I have really, really tried to stay as apolitical on this channel as possible. And the whole situation is complicated, and I do feel so sorry for what's happening in Palestine and in Gaza. And I do believe that Palestinians should have their own state, but I don't believe that Israel should be eradicated. Sorry if that offends you. And as I say, I'm trying so hard to not, because I am, personally, I think I'm quite central. I just believe in peace, and I believe that the fighting needs to stop, and I believe that we need to find a solution where both countries and both people can coexist. But apparently that's considered radical by some. Basically, I'm not going to get too much into politics here, but that's my stance. And I do believe that Israel should be in Eurovision, and I also believe that booing a performer is not nice. And I just feel that Eurovision is meant to be apolitical. It was started to, you know, harbour peace and whatnot. And I just feel we've come so far away from that this year, and it makes me really upset. And I am very nervous. I know that when they're broadcasting it, they're gonna can fake laughter or fake applause over it, and that's fine, not laughter. I don't know why they would do that. But I feel sorry for, I think her name's Eden, because I cannot imagine what it's like performing to an audience that is booing you and that is so totally against you and your existence and your song, which is about something terrible that happened to you, supposedly. I don't really know. But I'm mostly just nervous about what's actually gonna happen, because the booing is rubbish, but it's harmless relatively, except probably to her, obviously. But I remember, I think it was 2018, when someone came on stage and grabbed the microphone off Suri is her name, from the UK. And I think about 10, maybe 15 years ago, someone did something during a Spanish performance, I think. And I'm just very nervous about what they're gonna do, because I think those last 2 instances were probably just idiots being idiots. And I think this time there's probably a lot more harmful intent. And I'm sure they've prepared for it. I'm sure there's plenty of security. But I'm nervous, and I'm sad that I have to be nervous about that, because it's Eurovision. It's meant to just be a bit of fun and, you know, silliness. And I feel like we've lost a lot of that this year, and it makes me really sad. So I probably will mention in, you know, later about wanting Israel to go through, and I'll probably mention that in my second semi-final video. But I think that's where we're going to leave the politics. And if you'd like to talk about it, I am happy to, But please make sure you're informed, and please try and be open-minded, because I feel like, as I said earlier, a lot of people aren't willing to see the bigger picture, and that is very frustrating. Not that I'm totally clued up either, and I am aware of that. There's a lot I don't know. Anyway, I really need to go watch Eurovision now, and I'm going to try and just have fun. Try. I'll see you all later. You're my secret passion and I have no other. Hello. Well, they did it. I mean, Belgium didn't go through, but I was not expecting it to go through. And of the 3 that I was really rooting for, it was the least. As in the 3 loyalty ones. But Holland went through, and it was the 3rd one to go through, which was so nice because I can't remember if it was last year or another year, but there was definitely, I have a vivid memory of it being the 10th to go through, and the stress of that. Also, oh my goodness, the Dutch song, it really speaks to me, but I'll talk about that more in my semi-final 2 video. But Israel went through, and I wasn't expecting that, and I'm really pleased. It's gonna do terribly on Saturday, and, you know, whatever. But I'm glad it went through, even though it's gonna make the haters hate so much more. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed soon because I have work tomorrow. I did again quickly call my father and sister. They actually got up for Israel because it was so close to the end that it was worth it for them. They were very lucky this year actually, with both Israel and Holland being right at the end. But that is all from me for today. I don't know if I'll speak to you tomorrow because I'm working all day and then I have a few hours before Shabbat. And what I'm going to do, because it's Shabbat, is I am going to leave my iPad, or maybe my computer actually, because I can keep that charged better. I'm going to leave something on BBC One and just put it on quietly so that as soon as it hits 8 o'clock, I'm there and I'm not missing out. But that is all. Goodbye, good night. I'll see you soon. Hello, I have popped a hairband in because all day I had my hair up in a ponytail, but I now want to try and film my second Eurovision thoughts before Shabbat if I can. So I thought, I don't like filming videos with my hair up. This is what we're going for. But here's the thing, and I will probably not mention this in my semi-final 2 video, but I probably will in my grand final video if there is a grand final, which is ridiculous that that's even an if. But I really hate what's going on right now. In case you're not up to speed with Eurovision, today, Friday the 10th of May, they had a dress rehearsal that the Dutch performer was part of the flag parade and then didn't end up getting to perform their song. And apparently there's an investigation, or I can't remember the word they used, but there's something going on. There's something going on. And I would be sad if it was any country, obviously, but I'm even more sad that it's Holland. Especially because last night I was so proud of Holland. The song ticked all my boxes. It was sung in Dutch and yet it still managed to capture a lot of the people. And it just had energy. It was Eurovision. I felt so proud that that was our entry. And I'll be gutted. I'll be gutted if they're disqualified. And I'll be even more gutted if the grand final doesn't go ahead. And I just hate the way politics has got into this year's Eurovision. I know that there's always been hints of it, but you can manage the hints. You can deal with Greece and Cyprus always giving each other 12 points. Whatever, it's fine, it's funny. This has gotten out of hand, and it makes me very upset. But anyway, aside from that, I had a good day at work. And today, for the first time, I wore these earrings, which I love because they're quite gentle, although I never really wear them. And I paired it with this necklace, which I very rarely wear. It doesn't sit perfectly, to be honest. I don't know if you can see, but it matches the earrings really well. So I went for it. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to try and film my second semi-final video now, and I will probably not see you again until tomorrow night, whatever happens. Hello, I'm not going to talk for long, but I keep forgetting that last night was Eurovision, and that as a result, I spoke to people after, and I didn't go to bed until about 2 in the morning. Now, don't get me wrong, I woke up around 10. In the end, I woke up a few times before then, but in the end, I woke up around 10. So it's not like I didn't get a sleep in, but I do still feel tired. Understandably, I would argue. But I just keep forgetting that it was so recent, like it was literally last night. Anyway, work today was good, busy but chill at the same time. And I got a Krispy Kreme donut, which was so good. It was one of the, regular ones, like a Simpson one with chocolate on the outside, like a chocolate glaze, whatever, and sprinkles, and it was so good. I've not had a donut I had the one in Frankfurt, but that one wasn't great. But aside from that, I've not had donuts in a very long time, so I was very happy about that. Also, after one of the semi-finals, I think it was the Thursday night one, I was speaking to my family and my sister was getting ready for school and she put on, I didn't realise, I've got this white one piece, which I think you've seen in a couple of vlogs. I think I wore it in my first Bratislava vlog and I was like, this looks really familiar. And apparently she bought the exact same one piece as what I own. But she showed me a way of tying it that I've not considered before that I thought was genius. Now, my sister is much better at fashion than I am. And so she inspired me to try something with this top. Because I think I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I sometimes struggle with the little flaps at the front. So I've tied it at the back. I mean, the jumper doesn't necessarily go perfectly well with the dress, but again, I'm not the fashion one. But this has been, she's a genius. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks bad from the back either. Again, the dress doesn't go very well with it, but with a regular top or whatever. And it stops them from being all flappy here. And the problem is, if I want them to be less long, then this needs to be open wider, which means that they end up falling off my shoulders because I've got really narrow shoulders. So this is just the perfect solution, and I'm delighted by it. Anyway, this morning I washed my hair, and I'm so happy I was finally able to. I really needed to wash it, but I'd really hoped to be able to cut it before I washed it, because when it's closer to being gross and needing to be washed again, I can get it straighter and more even. But I don't even know why I didn't. I just didn't. And that's a shame, in my opinion. But equally, I'm just very happy to have freshly washed hair again. And maybe at the end of this week, I'll remember to cut it. It's not that I forgot, I thought about it, and I must have come up with a reason not to. The only other thing I want to mention while we're on here is that there is meant to be a chance of seeing Northern Lights again tonight. I missed it on Friday night, and apparently there were some yesterday, although I don't think most people saw them. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that, because if they are around, I'd like to catch them. But if I'm asleep, then I'm asleep. But that's it from me for now. I don't think I'm going to end this vlog yet. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. So, bye! I'll see you soon!